Since its debut as the 2007 GL, later renamed GLS, Mercedes-Benz's flagship SUV has been our favorite in the three-row large subclass, continuing to defeat all comers even in this year's 10 Best Trucks and SUVs awards in its final year before this major redesign. That the GLS retained not just competitiveness but supremacy throughout its extended life cycle speaks to just how fundamentally excellent it was to start, and maybe a little bit that, until the recent arrival of the BMW X7, most of its competitors were based on underpinnings donated from pickup trucks. But its winning blend of luxurious and sophisticated comportment and 3 rows of generous passenger space caused it to nibble away at the stranglehold that the General Motors Brutes, the Cadillac Escalade, Chevy Tahoe and Suburban, and GMC Yukon had on the segment. All turbocharged, all with electric assist, the 2020 model leans in even further to the idea that the GLS is the S-class of SUVs, and if sedan sales keep on their downward trajectory, it might actually need to become the S-class with a number of upmarket additions that pave the way to the coming Maybach version, which will be pushing $200,000. Initial models available are the GLS 450, powered by the excellent 362 HP turbo 3.0-liter inline-six with 21 horsepower of electric assist that is spreading across Mercedes-Benz's lineup, and the GLS 580, which is powered by a new 483 HP version of the twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8. This one now also boosted with the same 21 HP/184 lb-FT electric assist system and 48-volt electrical architecture. More rear seating options available as a 7-seater with a 3 across second row, or, for the first time, as a 6-seater with middle bucket seats. The GLS now offers an S-Class-like executive rear seat package that adds a foldable center console, a tablet to control the infotainment, plus multi-adjustable heated and ventilated seats. The sunroof is 50% larger, and 5-zone climate control is available. A set of 23-inch wheels is available on the GLS 580, with 19s standard on the GLS 450 and 21s on the GLS 580. There's an easy entry function that powers the second row forward to enable better access to the third row, and all seats can be folded down simultaneously by the push of a button. Larger in almost every dimension, Mercedes hasn't yet provided interior dimensions, so it's not clear how the GLS's 3-inch stretch in overall length, 2.3-inch longer wheelbase, and nearly an inch of additional width, although its roofline is an inch lower, will translate into increased occupant and cargo space. But one thing that we've always appreciated about the GL/GLS is its adult habitable third row packaged in a footprint smaller than a Tahoe's, and this time around, Mercedes promises more second row room and comfortable accommodations in the third row for passengers up to 6'5". Front and rear lamps morph toward the shapes seen on the GL from either the front or rear. The new GLS looks more GL-like than before to our eyes, but it stays on the path of stately elegance, leaving ostentation to others in the segment. Considering that the GLS is underpinned by the same architecture as the smaller GL, which gained a third row option in its recent redesign, it's no surprise that the interior looks identical. As in the GL and others, dual 12.3-inch screens that function as the gauge cluster and center infotainment interface dominate the dash. It's powered by Mercedes' now familiar MBUX system, which can be controlled by voice, touchscreen, or touchpad, in addition to dash and steering wheel controls. Of course, it has the expected panoply of driver assist systems, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, and automated emergency braking. 2020 Mercedes GLS 450 vs GLS 550. Buyers of the full-size luxury SUV will have two choices to buy: heavily packed 2020 Mercedes GLS 550 or cheaper GLS 450. There are notable differences between these two models. The first, and the most obvious, is the price. While the entry-level Mercedes GLS 4502020 is going to cost around $70,000, the GLS 550 model could hit $100K mark after the redesign. The price gap won't confuse you. There must be the reason why the 2020 Mercedes GLS 550 is going to be so much more expensive. The navigation and leather upholstery are standard on this model, while the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLS 450 is offering these features as optional. Also, the entry-level premium SUV is packed with some cool stuff, which is on another level with upper trim, such as the audio system. But the most significant difference between the two models is the drivetrain. 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLS 450 550th specs, while the 2020 Mercedes GLS styling is under revisit. The drivetrain units will remain the same. Since there are two versions of the SUV, 450 and 550 models, there are specific powertrains for each of them respectively. The entry-level one is getting, you guess, a smaller block. It is a 3.0-liter twin-turbo mill with the capability to produce 360 horses. Also, a V6 engine delivers 370 pound-feet of torque and returns 20 mpg combined. The new 9-speed automatic transmission is probably the highlight of the entire drive system. Its shift is so smooth that drivers with lack of experience are not going to feel it. An all-wheel drive is standard. The other engine is using the same transmission and drive setup. But a 4.7-liter V8 drivetrain will bring a significant boost in output. This twin-turbo mill is tuned to deliver 450 horsepower and 515 pound-feet of twist. The cost is